100% Kuala Lumpur. Dari Wardaya kasih aku link. Sekarang lagi promosi 3 tempat XIAMEN. Tuh,
Yes.
Halo, selamat pagi semuanya. Selamat datang di seminar edukasi Wardaya 10-10-2020. What a unique number ya. Dengan tema hari ini adalah The Intelligence Revolution Impact and Future of Artificial Intelligence. Dan nanti kita juga akan mendengarkan presentasi dari University of XIAMEN Malaysia dengan tema studi di XIAMEN University Malaysia di Kuala Lumpur. Oke, perkenalkan nama saya Mariana dari EduBridge Kebonjeruk, Jakarta Barat. Hadir juga bersama saya hari ini adalah Bapak Vincent dari EduBridge Semarang. Oke, untuk mempersingkat waktu, kita persilakan saja untuk Pak Anton dari Wardaya College untuk memberikan kata sambutan. Pak Anton, waktu dan tempat saya persilakan.
Oke, selamat pagi Bu Mariana. Oke, selamat pagi semuanya. Oke, saya akan share screen ya tentang ini ya. Oke, terima kasih Bapak Ibu semuanya dan siswa-siswi sekalian pada seminar edukasi Wardaya yang bertemakan tentang Artificial Intelligence dan studi di XIAMEN University Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia dan meraih beasiswanya 100% yang akan dibawakan oleh Dr. Chua dan Mr. Wong. Dan saat ini adalah moderatornya adalah Ibu Mariana dari EduBridge ya. Jadi ya ini adalah angka unik ya, yaitu 10-10-20-20, yaitu dimulai jam 10 juga seminar ini ya. Oke, jadi ini saya kasih seputar tentang introduction tentang artificial intelligence ya. Jadi ini adalah waktu saya berkunjung ke Google Office ya di Amerika Serikat. Jadi saya melihat bahwa semua itu sudah diatur dengan komputerisasi ya. Nah, ini adalah top 10 skill yang harus dipunyai di tahun 2020 ini, yaitu complex problem solving, critical thinking, dan creativity. Ini adalah top 3 yang harus dipunyai sekarang ini, ya. Nah, sedangkan ini adalah pekerjaan yang akan booming ya, apalagi khususnya kalau kita lihat di tengah pandemi seperti ini, komputerisasi itu sangat dibutuhkan sekali ya. Jadi dari belanja online gitu ya, sampai belajar online pun juga semua serba komputer ya. Nah, bahwa kita lihat bahwa makanya Wardaya sendiri membuat pathway seperti ini dari kelas enrichment, pre-top universitas, sampai top universitas sehingga mereka menuju universitas unggulannya seperti ini. Nah, ini adalah pathway-nya kami dari enrichment, pre-top, top universitas sampai pre-universitas sampai akhirnya ke universitas unggulan sampai akhirnya mereka setelah lulus masuk ke industri atau ke dunia risetnya. Nah, ini adalah data science dan artificial intelligence yang sekarang ini pekerjaan yang sedang booming ya. Jadi di computer science, terus habis itu dibutuhkan keahlian seperti computer science, math statistik gitu ya. Satu lagi adalah di bisnis atau domain expertise-nya ya. Oke, jadi ini yang harus dipunyai kalau kalian mau masuk ke data science atau AI. Nah, ini Kak Wardaya sendiri punya 6 departemen sekarang ini, yaitu salah satunya adalah Department of Information Technology. Ya, dan kami sendiri punya Center for Data Science and Analytics ya. Kita punya Departemen Data Science and Analytics, yaitu untuk anak-anak SMA belajar tentang data science dari sekarang. Ya, jadi untuk terkonek dengan kami bisa langsung menghubungi WA kami seperti ini. Ya. Oke, ini adalah Instagram kami untuk mendapatkan informasi tentang Wardaya College. Ya, oke, terima kasih Bu Mariana. Saya dengan Dr. Anton Wardaya. Oke.
Oke, terima kasih Pak Anton untuk kata sambutannya. Nah, sekarang hadir bersama saya hari ini narasumber dari beliau merupakan lecturer Information and Communication Technology University of XIAMEN, Malaysia, yaitu Dr. Chua. Dr. Chua, you may start your presentation.
Hi,
Dr.
okay.
Chua. Good morning.
Let me share my screen.
Okay, please.
Okay. So you can see my screen. Okay. Selamat pagi to everyone.
Selamat pagi.
I can speak Malay, but it's for my knowledge, right? It's different from what we have in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Okay, the Malay here. I visited Bali some years ago. It's a nice trip, and I actually talked to the people there using Malay. They can actually understand me. So good morning to everyone. In this session, right, we try to do something that is casual and not so formal. So here I will, without further ado, I will start with my discussion today rather than lectures or presentation or anything. It's just more of like a sharing to you all. Today we will discuss about the intelligence revolution, the impact and future of AI. We have heard about the artificial intelligence, I think from sometimes very long ago. It started when we can have like a movie session or even when we play games. I think most of you all here has the experience of playing games, right? You definitely maybe playing those console-based, that what we have where we connected to the television, right? Very old one, yeah. Like those Super Mario, for example.
Super Mario Bros.
So then, yeah, or maybe you're playing those small console where maybe like the Mario or this. I remember one game is the Popeye, where it's trying to catch the some spinach throw by the bad guy. That will be the first devices that most of us, when we are at a very young stage, right? We play with this kind of game. Nowadays, most of us, we play games using our mobile phone, smart devices. Okay, so all these, right, this kind of gaming, they have some extent of intelligence inside them. So you actually play with artificial intelligence very long ago. If we want to recall back, right, when it was started, sometimes around 1956, okay, when the first idea come from Turing, okay, where he actually introduced whether is it possible for machine to act like human also. Okay, that is the start when we have the idea of this artificial intelligence. Then following with that, right, then some researcher, they create the name of this artificial intelligence. So it's actually started very long ago. It's like what we, everyone here watched the Star Wars movie, right? Hopefully we are not very far gap between me and all the students today. Yeah? The Star Wars movie, I think most of us, or maybe the recent version that we have. Okay, so in the Star Wars movie, they were always started with like long ago in the galaxy, right? So it's actually quite, we can imply for artificial intelligence also. It's actually quite long ago, almost like 70 years already. Okay? So back to this topic here. So what is artificial intelligence actually? We just now we discussed that it already exists in the game, okay, very early. So what do you think that, or what do you see in the game? It can actually react to your action, right? And then it do some action. It takes some action. It try to perform something, and then maybe do some simple logical reasoning. So then, let's say, for example, you try to beat something, then it will try to react to you getting the result. Okay. But from here, right, what do we really understand about artificial intelligence? Before we go to that definition, right, probably I'm not going to give a very formal definition. It will be more of like, what do we think for the scientists in current day? Okay, about this topic actually. Okay, so here, let us start with the aspect that we are very familiar with the movies. So in movies, do you recognize these two characters? The who is these two character? The C3PO and R2D2. Okay, if you watch the very old version, the Star Wars movie where we introduced there is a New Hope. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, it was in 1977. You can still watch this movie. Okay, there exist these two, we call it as android or robots. So for the C3PO, the one, which one? Which one is C3PO? Which one is R2D2? C3PO is the one, the taller guy. Okay, this he can actually speak a lots of language. In the movie, right, he was an interpreter where he can actually interpret almost like 6 million of different languages. So his character, his role is actually to help to interpret different languages from maybe when they are dealing with different kind of people from different planets. Then the small guy is actually a navigator. We saw it, it will always attach to the spaceship, right, to help to navigate or to try to help doing some tasks. Okay. Then the next one, I think most of you probably haven't seen this character. This in this picture, right, we actually can have two sections. Yeah, the first one is the main character inside the movie. Then the second one is actually an image of a car. This movie, anyone can guess what this movie is? Anyone? Any idea? This is the Knight Rider actually. It was first, it's a drama series, sometimes in year 1983, if I'm not wrong. So inside the movie, right, the main character actually is the car. A car where it can actually sort of like a digital assistant to the driver here. Okay. The car name is KITT, K-I-T-T, where it actually can talk, okay, to the driver, can respond, can interact. Let's say maybe the driver can ask, okay, what are the, maybe try to help to find information over their back-end knowledge base or expert systems. So the car can actually talk, okay, with the driver. So this is the series that I watched it when I was very small during my primary school. Okay. I was amused by the car itself actually, where it can talk. It's sort of like another assistant, looks like or feel like a human. Okay. Then Jarvis. Anyone here can know that where this Jarvis appear in the recent movie? This is
From
actually
Avengers.
the Avengers, where it started to have before even the Avenger.
Iron Man.
Iron Man, yes, correct. The Jarvis here is actually another thing that amused me. Not for me. It's not the Iron Man. It's actually this Jarvis. Yeah, because the Iron Man suit is actually powered by this Jarvis. It is the brain inside there. It actually communicates with the Iron Man suit people, okay, Tony actually. So he actually helped Tony to control his Iron Man suit. Besides that, also doing some search or trying to do some reasoning, trying to find some information in response to the needs of Tony. If you watch the movie Iron Man 3, where there is a scene, the Tony tried to recreate the crime, reconstruct the crime scene that happened after a bombing. So here, Jarvis tried to help by using the virtual reality, okay, to reconstruct the whole scenario, okay, and then helping Tony to do diagnosis and analysis. Okay. So it's actually more like a smart assistant. Okay. And then let's see.
Like Siri.
Anyone?
Like Siri on
Huh?
iPhone. Like Siri on iPhone.
Oh, you see my Siri, or like Siri on my phone, yes. But the Jarvis is way more advanced than that. I will show
More
you the
advanced.
Siri later. Yes, I will show you. I also have a recorded screen for on my phone. I will show you later. Before we go there, let's see the
Okay.
last one. Who is this? Huh? Anyone recognize him? In what movie?
Oh, he's a robot.
Yes, he is an android actually. Yes.
Which movie is
He
this?
exists.
Um,
Anyone?
I watched this movie, but I really forgot. But I know him.
Yeah, it's actually in the Passengers.
Yeah.
The Passengers,
Okay.
where the main character woke up too early in the
Yes.
travel to another planet. They
Planet,
call it as a homestead too. So he woke up and then he cannot find anyone to talk to.
Yes.
And to him he actually talked to a lot of different kind of AI robot, either or system actually. This is the first we call it like human-like robot that he first met with. He thought that this is a person actually when he first saw him, but halfway he realized that this is actually a robot. So here in the Passenger, right, you can actually find a lot of things related to artificial intelligence. Actually, before yesterday, right, I tried to cut a lot of video clips from movie. that I want to show you that we actually have all lots of idea from movie actually. But however, after considering the copyright issue, then I decided not to show it unless it was my own film. Unless maybe in the future we can have something looks like that. Okay, never mind. Here you just use a bit of imagination. In the passengers here, besides of this bartender, we also have another like a waiter that can help the people to do like food ordering and then respond to do recommendation. Okay, besides of this, we also have the scene where we use the AI, right, to do dialogues on there is another captain woke up actually later on because they tried to get his help, okay, regarding what are the actually problems happening inside the spaceship. And then there is a scene where there is a system, it tries to do diagnosis on the health, okay, health condition of the captain. And then at the almost like final of the movie, right, the machine actually helped to cure the main character. So all these movie, they have a lot of concept and idea about AI. Okay. I think from here, they already introduced a lot of idea about artificial intelligence to all of us. Okay. It's a very layman kind of application already. So now, how about AI in our daily life? I think most of you has a smartphone with you, right? Either from Apple or maybe from Android. They all already what we call as equipped, okay, with this digital assistant. So let's look at my recorded session.
Artificial intelligence, sometimes called machine intelligence, is intelligence demonstrated by machines, unlike the natural intelligence displayed by humans and animals. Would you like? What do you want it to say? Okay, I created a note. Artificial intelligence is changing our daily life. What date and time is this appointment? Your appointment is scheduled for Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. You have a couple of appointments. On Saturday at 10 a.m., meeting, and at 11 a.m., appointment. What do you want to change about it? I can only delete one appointment at a time. Could you be more specific about which one you want to cancel? You want to cancel your appointment at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Is that right? All right. I've removed it. Sure. Translate into which language? Arabic? German? Okay. What would you like to translate? In Mandarin Chinese, I am going to have a seminar on this Saturday. You can join us if you want is.
我这个星期六要参加一个研讨会，如果你想加入我们。
Where would you like to go? The nearest one I found is Shellin Selangor. Would you like to try that one? Getting directions to Shell. Starting route. Head southeast on Jalan Lagenda 16, then turn left.
Okay, so this is all about the Siri in my phone. I record this last week actually, after I tested it, how well it actually performed. But in reality, right, I actually use it quite often now, especially when I woke up, when I started to go to work, because here I will use navigator to help me to see what is the traffic condition every day. So what would I do is I always say, "Hey Siri, open a navigator for me." Or now it actually responds to me because I place my phone very near to me and it responds. So I always call this command. Then I open my navigator. After I open, I actually use voice again, okay, to call or to ask my application to go for XIAMEN University actually. So I actually doing this even after when I go back and I call up the program again and ask the program navigate me to go home. So I actually repeating doing this nowadays. It's very handy because I don't have to press any button on my phone. Okay. So this is about what we have daily life. Then in this new slide, let's see about what we really want for AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, let me play a video here. This video, before it started, it is actually developed by SoftBank.
Hello. Welcome, Lucy. Your flight to Paris will leave from Gate 5. Boarding starts at 2 p.m.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Hello. May I help you?
Hello. Yes, I'm looking for a restaurant.
Here are my suggestions for you, sir.
But my flight is in 1 hour.
In that case, may I suggest this fast food restaurant?
Yes, great idea.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
What is your destination?
Helsinki.
Let's see what would be useful for you. May I suggest you a wool cap, as it can be pretty cold in Helsinki.
Excellent idea.
So this is the humanoid robot developed by SoftBank Robots. It was powered up by a brain actually. This is just a description. There is a system developed by IBM, okay, at the back end. That one is more about to provide artificial intelligence application to this robot. Like for example, what you see, it will be able to understand. That terms is also arguable. Understand, it's more of interpreting what will be the question from the user. In this movie, right, in this video clip, is actually in the airport. Okay? The passenger may be having some issue or problem, then this Pepper robot come to help. There's two robots here. There are two robots here. One is Pepper and the other one is Now, okay? And AO. So the two robots can actually helping more of like assistant at the airport, okay, to help or to guide the passenger who are still in the airport. A lot of application inside there that connected to the AI. I will explain it one by one later. No worry. Okay. So from what we have seen or what we have imagined in our movie, and also the Siri application and the Pepper robot, right? What actually are the things that actually power up this application or robot? It comes from the AI actually at the back end. Here, what you see is more about the application of artificial intelligence. What are the things that we use it for? For example, like in order for the Android or the robot to talk to us, to interpret what we are saying, right? We need something we call it as a speech processing. Okay. This speech processing is about trying to get what are the content of the speech that we talk, okay? And then try to do analysis and convert it to something that can be interpreted by machine or maybe like a computer program. Then for computer vision, it's about image recognition. Let's say, for example, if the robot want to see us, detect our facial expression, our emotion, or maybe even detecting what are the scenario, the surrounding, everything, right? That is computer vision actually. It's more about how to perceive the graphical or image that we have converted into some sort of a format that can be understood by human. And then the third one here, the expert system. You can see this is the cartoon image of Einstein actually. That expert system is actually more about a system that can do reasoning or with knowledge bases, okay, where it tries to base on the question. Yeah. Yes. Do you have any problem up to this moment? Anything? Any problem? Is it okay for me to continue?
Yes, you may. Any question, guys? You can always put the question into the group chat, and understand that everyone is
you
mute
can.
at the moment. Yeah, you can just drop your questions there.
Yes.
We will also have Q&A at the end of this session, so you know, you can either keep your questions for later, or you can also put in the group chat. Yeah, everyone.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. If you have a question, you can put in the chat. Then I will once a while I look at the chat, and then I try to answer on the way when I go through the presentation here. Okay. So the expert system is more like a part. Okay, after getting the so-called input from the speech and then the vision, right? They try to find out how to respond to the user. Maybe doing some searching into the dictionary, search into the databases, search into the knowledge base, and perform some reasoning. Okay? So this is what we normally have for like a expert system. Okay, you can take, let's say for example, when you play games, right? There is a system inside this game system, right? They try to react to or respond to what you do, okay, when you play the game. Actually, more of like taking action. What will be the next steps according to what you do? Have you heard about the AlphaGo? The where there is this developed by, it's a game system, okay, developed by IBM, okay, where they try to, it's actually a check playing game, where the world top check player, right, actually lost to this AlphaGo. So this AlphaGo is actually an expert system actually. It will be able to determine what will be the next step to take in order to beat another player, okay, doing some logical reasoning, okay, rather than we use the terms of thinking, because terms thinking not quite suitable for expert system, okay, because the thinking here is more suitable for us, okay, human. Okay. And then the other thing is translation. if you see in the Siri demo just now, I asked my phone to do a translation for me, the machine translation, to sort of interpret my source language, then converted into another language. So this machine translation actually is my my research area. I am working on machine translation for my field of research. Okay? And then the other is the robotics. So robotics is what we see, the appearance to us, the most straightforward one. We see robot as carrying with some intelligence with it, where it can actually get our speech command, then they can see us, then they can try to do some reasoning, okay, maybe, and then take action, okay, what they have to respond to us. So this is what we normally perceive the robot, okay, the robotics. Then the other thing is a map and navigation, where inside the system, there is some kind of planner, okay, or scheduler. They try to plan, okay, where you want to go from where you start, okay, and what will be the best route for you, maybe sometimes to avoid traffic jam, to avoid where there is this maybe toll. Here we actually pay a lot of toll when in order to go through some of the highway. So sometimes it can help us to bypass all these, bypass the traffic jam, bypass the toll, or maybe getting us the shortest path in order to reach the destination. So inside this application is sort of a planning, and doing a lot of planning using what are the real-time information that they can get. So this is actually another form of artificial intelligence. So without really aware, we are actually using AI almost like every day, like maybe even most of the time already. Okay, let's continue from here. Now, so what is actually artificial intelligence? Without looking at any definition, you probably have some sense already, right? You feel that the artificial intelligence will be something that you already has some understand about it. You probably don't have to use some formal terms or any kind of a description. Okay. In the past, right, we have a lot of definition about this artificial intelligence. At the beginning, like people more of like fancy idea. Artificial intelligence, they thought that maybe something that can think like human, can act like human, yes, mimicking whatever that we do. Is it that is artificial intelligence? After 70 years of research, right, people try to rethink over again. They suggest that artificial intelligence, right, cannot be defined as something like this. Cannot be think like human, cannot be acting like human. They actually dropped this idea already because it seems like not quite reasonable to ask the human, to ask the robot to be able to think or act like human, because human is rather more far complex than this. Okay? So then they come to a more acceptable definition. If you check from Wikipedia, it is actually available also. Okay? Here is more about the study of any kind of autonomous agent. Autonomous here meaning that some devices, any device that can do some automation, okay, they can automate reply you, okay, can reply you or response to you. Even your program, okay, your smartphone that can respond to you. Okay? We call this as intelligent agents. Okay? And this agent can perceive its environment and then take action. So then it can maximize the chances so that it can achieve the goals that we want to do. Okay? So this is the modern definition about artificial intelligence, which is the most acceptable by most of the user, most of the scientists or researcher. Here, we now refer the artificial intelligence as intelligent agents that can perceive the environment here including us, and then what are the surrounding maybe object or happening, then take sufficient action, doing some sort of reasoning, and then respond to us. And they try to achieve the objective that we want from them. So this is the current artificial intelligence definition. It comes from the book here, Artificial Intelligence, a Modern Approach. If you are interested, you can browse to and take a look of this book. Definitely is slightly tough, okay, for you at this moment. But here we try to get the definition from, actually it's based on this book. The earliest version that we have for this book is year 2003. And then the latest version is 2020, okay, for this year. But it's fine, we don't actually need definition of artificial intelligence in order to understand it. Yeah, even for using it, right, we don't actually need the definition. Most of the even scientists, right, they don't really take too serious about the definition now. They are more on whether can we use this AI to solve our daily problem now. Okay, and whether it is useful, it is helpful, and definitely it can bring a lot of benefit to us. That will be sufficient. Okay, now definition is no longer that important. Okay, so what are the elements that actually build up this artificial intelligence? Okay, it actually contains a lot of things. Yeah? Here I just quickly go through some of it. Okay, we inside this artificial intelligence, we have this machine learning, because to enable the machine so that they can learn, we can train them, yeah, with some knowledge, some idea, and then they can learn from what are the material that we provided. And then from here, we can process speech. We also have vision, and then the natural language processing. Natural language processing here is all about how to handle content related to language, like our books, okay, our website information, okay, all these kind of content, whether we want to classify it, okay, categorize it as what kind of a thing inside there, or maybe doing translation, for example. Then we also have expert system where we store, organize, and structure the knowledge that we want to use in every of these, like the navigator or anything, okay? Sort of like a knowledge base. Then we have robotics. Robotics is actually served as like some agent that can interact with us. Okay? We want to create sort of like interface, like you look at the computer screen. And then the neural network here. Neural network is one of the profound or groundbreaking research that we achieve in this year 2006, yeah, where we can actually perform deep learning on top of it. I learned neural network long ago during my undergraduate. At that time, this neural network is a simple one. Okay, maybe just a single neuron only. Okay? But now we can actually formulate multiple layers of this group of neural network. Then we can actually formulate complex learning structure inside there. And next is the evolutionary computation, because nowadays we already achieve in terms of technology for data processing. And here is more about computing power, where we can use a few thousands of computer work together to process what are the data required for artificial intelligence, even for this learning. The machine learning sometimes of especially when we have a lot of things to embed inside there, right? Then we actually have a lot of things. We will require a lot of computing power inside there. So this is just a brief. Then what are the benefits that we can get from AI? Here I only highlight 4 of it. Okay, here the automation. Automation is about automating our daily tasks. For example, maybe we have some tedious tasks where we keep repeating it. Okay? If we keep repeating it, and it takes time, okay, and sometimes can have error because we are human. We will feel tiring. Okay? We will maybe feel like boring, and in the process, right, it actually requires a lot of this kind of repeating effort. Then we can use artificial intelligence to make this whole process automated. Okay? Because for machine, right, they can repeat again and again the same similar task. And inside there, why we say that AI can help us? Because as we experience through, right, maybe inside there we have some tasks that need some response action, like maybe doing some evaluation analysis. So it will require AI. What are the things that we think we can do automation? Maybe like our daily tasks, for example. Let's say we have now they actually do a lot of investment. Okay, for the finance domain, right? They use AI, okay, to repeat some of the tasks. Okay, so then they don't need the human intervention. Definitely inside there, people formulated what are the steps, and then which part they will require the artificial intelligence, try to do some analysis, prediction, and then taking action. Okay? And then the next is increase productivity. Productivity here, it could be, let's say we have some tasks, because when using AI, right, they will have a less error, because AI robotic, right, they won't have something like a emotion, okay? Like something like feeling boring, like what we have just now, right? When we automate all the tasks, right, it will increase the productivity. Yeah, even for example, like manufacturing, right? From my knowledge, right, lots of manufacturer, they try to automate their production line already nowadays. Yeah, where they do inspection, checking without the intervention of human. Yeah, then it will definitely minimize the potential risk or error, especially those error can be happen when we are using human. Okay, maybe partially, not everything. Huh? And then the next is the decision making. Nowadays we have a lot of information around us, right? Maybe from the news, maybe from our let's say our databases, okay? Everywhere. If we want to really read everything, right, it will be trillions of document or content that we have to find it out. So if we attach all this information into AI, right, it will be able to help us organize it, analyze it, find which part of it that is important. Then from all this information, it will be able to combine them together and help us, okay, to decide what will be the best solution here. This part is actually apply in also in finance, like banking. Maybe they want to investigate some loan. Some loan application, they can use this smart decision making, okay, to decide whether the applicant is applicable, okay, to get this or should be approved or disapproved for the application. Okay? Or maybe sometimes about the taking decision on how to improve our product, how to do the marketing. This part, right, for my final year project student, right, one of the project is they try to analyze the content from social media. They try to extract okay, different comment review by different people, and then look into the information, doing some analysis, and then suggesting what will be the best next steps. So this also incur what we do. We can use and apply AI to help us to do this. Then the last one is solving complex problems. Because for us, right, for humans, sometimes it's difficult. Okay, we can't have all the knowledge that we require in order to solve some problems. And maybe that problem require many different experts from different area. So for AI, we can actually train, let's say maybe for system 1 to have the knowledge about healthcare, then system 2 about finance, and then system 3 about some other thing. So here, we can ask the AI to help us, okay, rather than we call upon a group of experts, okay, to ask their opinion and then let them discuss through. We can actually, in certain extent, take over it by AI also. For example, like cancer diagnosis. Okay. One of my, actually two of my students, they are working on how to do a heart disease diagnosis. Okay, based on the information that we prepare and train this deep learning model. Then they design another interface, sort of like chatbot, right, to interact with the user. Okay, then the user respond to the question asked by the chatbot by keying some value about their health condition, right? Then the deep learning model will try to diagnose and doing some sort of diagnosis and then return a result after the analysis. For example, maybe the user has a very high potential of having heart disease, and it is recommended to really go to the hospital to do further checking. This is one. Another one is my student is working on chatbot that can help to sort of comfort user who may be having some stress, maybe having an early mental problem. Okay, so this is some of the benefit that we can actually get from using AI. So what are the impact of the AI? Actually, I think you have already seen it. It actually caused a lot of changes to our almost like every domain. Like, for example, transportation, the navigating systems, yeah, and then manufacturing, yeah, all these are kind of automation. Maybe they implant a lot of sensor, and then they collect different kind of data. Then they project what are the better way of doing things. Then the healthcare assisting the doctor to do all sorts of diagnosis. Okay. In the very early, almost like 20 years ago in my university, right, they developed AI system to interpret the X-ray image, okay? More of helping, assisting the doctor to do diagnosis, especially on cancer. Okay? And then financial and banking system. Nowadays, right, they train, okay, machine, okay, to help whether to decide which stock that they should increase the investment, and then whether to approve some of the loan, okay, or maybe what will be the next policy, or maybe detecting what are the fraud cases from all the ATM machine, or maybe from this ATM terminal. Is there any kind of a fraud happening? So they also use AI to check, okay, what are the symptoms, what are the transaction kind of potential that can create issue to the system. Then the public safety and security, we have a lot of CCTV. Okay, maybe we have it in many buildings. Some company, right, or even at the airport, right, they have this CCTV. They use image from CCTV. They do live image screening, okay, to detect whether if there is a scenario of risk, okay, to the people. Okay. So then from here, we again apply this AI, combining computer vision and combining this expert system, okay, to diagnose and to analyze the situation. Then media and entertainment, like game, even the news. Do you aware that maybe some of the newspaper is actually generated by robot? They train their system so that it can help to outline or to actually write the full article with just the input of maybe some of the main point. Then the machine, the system will be able to generate a full article. Nowadays, right, they're really doing it. Yeah, it's already applicable everywhere. Maybe even the news that you are reading now is actually computer generated. Yeah. And then the other thing is that they're trying to extract information, like what I mentioned just now, the project that I had. Yeah. They crawl, can use the search engine to crawl around, identify what are the information that is useful, then maybe the assimilate it to create some new article from there. And definitely there are other things like use it for gaming, use it inside the movie. You have seen a lot of this science fiction movie, right? Do you know that a lot of scene is actually based on virtual reality, graphical processing, where they actually overlay a lot of image, that background especially, is actually not the real, in the real life, right? We probably don't have that. But they use graphical processing, computer vision to overlay it. And then they merge together and create all sorts of these science fiction movie. Okay. Then next is the customer service. Because responding to customer, maybe like when they have issues, maybe they have complaint, it's quite tedious. Okay. Then they use it, they replace it with a computer, with some level of artificial intelligence. Have you having issue with, let's say you buy something and there is some, let's say, a defect on the product, and maybe you try to get to the support. Then when you check with them, right, do you realize that whether they are human or maybe they are just robot, some intelligent agent that actually talk to you? Oh, okay. So why AI is important in our daily life? There is come from how far it actually do. Okay. It can actually make easy or simplify many things that we have here. So from the benefit of AI, it actually can help us to do a lot of tedious tasks, and also in doing it correctly. Okay? And also reduce the sort of cost. Maybe initially we need a group of many people to do it, but after we sort of transform their knowledge into some form of model, then we can actually use it, okay, to take over. So it's in terms of manufacturing or industrial, it definitely more about the return on the investment part, okay, to reduce the risk that comes from human, and then to improve the performance, productivity, and then solving complex problems without have to pay a lot. Okay? And then making the right decision. One of the example is the benefit of AI is that we can find out the real issue that actually happening. Okay? Let's say we have a lot of information over the internet, right? How are we going to know that which of these news they are fraud? They are not the genuine information. Are we going to read this one by one? It's not possible, right? So then we need to automate it. Okay? And we need some sort of expert system. We need some sort of decision making inside there to help us filter the data, to do comparison, to do some sort of evaluation, classify it, whether it is genuine, not genuine, or spam. Like our email, you use email every day, right? So if that email also have some algorithm, we can use it for spam filtering. Maybe some of the email, they don't have this. If you are using something like Google, they really have it. They can help us to do spam filtering. Some of the devices, network devices nowadays, they are actually inbuilt with what we call as a spam filtering. This is one, and they can also help to filter website. How to do this kind of filtering, they will need AI to help us actually. So actually, AI is not something very fancy, too fancy. It is something that it tries to encapsulate part of the knowledge from human, that maybe from many people, many experts, we embed it into a system. And from there, it will be able to help us to do all sorts of where we can interpret as intelligent or smart. Okay? So the AI is actually increasing the development of our daily life now. In terms of maybe as an end user, it actually relieve many things. Maybe once the tasks that we are doing could be very tedious and many manual work have to be done. But with AI, right, it actually automate it. Let's say, for example, like the series just now, maybe in order to call up some application, we have to press a lot of buttons, right? But now we can straight away use a speech command. And maybe last time we have to, let's say, read the map. I still remember when after I graduated, I traveled to a new city, right? That when I asked the taxi driver help me to get to a place, right? The taxi driver actually take out a map, a book of maps, and asked me where actually I want to go. And then I flip over the maps, right? And then pointed to a destination. Then the taxi driver studied the maps again. So this is the scenario that we have in our daily life long ago. Maybe in the modern days, right, for many of you, you don't have this, but for us who are older, we experience through this. We look at the map, especially when we go for travel. Like when I traveled to Bali last time, I actually opened up a map, a paper map, physical one, and then I try to find where I should visit, where are the interesting scene or tourist spot that I should go. So to us, right, it actually relieve all these kind of tedious, complex tasks, require a lot of time to think, to do reasoning. So all this can be replaced with artificial intelligence. That is for us. Okay? And in other domain, it could be the most important thing is the assistant. It could be assistant in manufacturing, could be assistance for doctor, can be assistant for even for educator, the teacher. Okay, maybe helping us to check the homework from the student, evaluating, doing their assessment and everything. Okay? So what will be the career that we can have in AI? Artificial intelligence engineer. Meaning that once you have this knowledge, right, you can be engineer in any domain. Okay, because here normally we are going to work with the domain expert. For example, we can work in the healthcare system, okay, with the help or working together with a doctor. We propose how to encapsulate their idea into some model that can respond, can do a diagnosis, for example, or we can work in the manufacturing to help to develop some AI component to do automation, to do inspection, or in the information technology company, search engine, whatever that you can think of, in almost all these, what we have the industry here. Okay, you can be the AI engineer in any of these industry. And then next is data scientist. Data scientist, definitely if you're working with data, okay, like data processing, data cleaning, data selection, filtering, everything, it will require some part of it, right? The machine learning, to learn from the data, okay, to filter the data, to cluster the data, to find out that which one is the useful one, and then doing prediction. Then we have a big data engineer. Big data engineer is more about how to construct, manage a big data infrastructure. Because for artificial intelligence, right, it actually help or assist by large volume of data. Okay? We use this data, right, to actually power up our AI. So the back end has to be supported by this large volume of data where we call it as a big data. Then you can be a big data engineer who actually create, maintain the infrastructure or create the tools that this data then can be plugged into the artificial intelligence systems. Okay, so then you can integrate them together. The other thing is research scientist. If you want to go along the way on advanced research, for example, to improve the machine learning algorithm, okay, to improve technology like computer vision, to have more data mining tools, okay, to improve like natural language understanding, creating some framework, okay, new calculation method, algorithm, everything, you can go into the direction of research scientist. Then the other thing is business intelligence developer. This is all about identifying the business and market trends. And if we want to use the information from there, okay, to form maybe some complex model can help us to do projection, to predict what will be the next step. So then the company have to put more time and effort and resources into it. Even maybe invest to get more people, invest to get more tools or anything, and maybe to develop the product in terms of this direction, which actually based on the information that you have already gathered by using some expert system, okay, using from the help of data scientists, big data, and AI engineer. So inside here, right, is actually what we are looking at. Even it's already happening now. Okay, the industry, they are actually a very sort of lacking of all this area of expertise, okay, related directly to AI. Okay? So how to get into AI? The learning, okay, how to go into it is about learn AI. Artificial intelligence is supported by knowledge about mathematics and computer science. If you want to go into this area, right, definitely you will have to expose to the knowledge of like, for example, calculus, linear algebra, probability and statistics, advanced mathematics, and so on. And then together with computer science like programming, okay, and design and analysis of algorithm, knowing the computer architecture, about our operating systems, how the computer can be integrated to form networks and communicate with each other, and then how we should design a proper interaction between human and computer, and then how to do analysis of data. Then from here, we go to the next level is with this knowledge, right, we go into artificial intelligence. Okay? Know everything about machine learning, then specialize into whether you want to do natural language processing or computer vision or even robotics. Then you learn how to do some advanced like deep reinforcement learning, robot kinetics and dynamic and so on.
All right, thank you.
So
very
it's
much
actually
as well.
many things.
Yeah.
Many things, yeah.
I guess we
so here
benefit a
is
lot.
just to share with you some brief one. If you have interest, you can find me. Okay, so this it will be all of my sharing for this session.
Okay, thank you for sharing all this information. I believe it will benefit the students today. Okay, guys, my name is CK. I'm representing Xiamen University, Malaysia. Okay, so I'll be sharing a little bit about Xiamen. So at least you heard about the major that we have. You heard the information from Dr. Chua. Okay, so today I will also share with you what is Xiamen all about and what are all the majors that we also offer here in our campus. Okay. Alright, selamat pagi semua. Okay, jadi mungkin di sini ada yang okay, saya pakai bahasa campur aja ya, sedikit bahasa Upin Ipin ya. Jadi ya kalau kurang paham atau ya mungkin mau dibantu dijelasin lagi, Miss Mariana bisa bantu juga. Okay, jadi mungkin di sini ada yang pernah dengar Xiamen, ada yang belum. Ya, jadi Xiamen sebenarnya merupakan salah satu kota di China. Okay, di China kita mempunyai 3 kampus, lebih kurang 40,000 student. Lepas tu bukanya cabang kampus yang keempat iaitu di Malaysia. Okay, bedanya apa? Kalau di China, semua jurusannya pakai bahasa Mandarin. Di Malaysia, pakai bahasa English. Okay, jadi kalau di sini ada yang tidak tahu bahasa Mandarin, tak apa-apa, bisa masuk. Kampus ni memang fokusnya untuk anak-anak international ya. Dan ini juga merupakan universitas China yang pertama. Bukannya di luar China. Tapi mengapa mereka pilih bukannya di Malaysia? Sebab ini foundernya, namanya Mr. Tan Kaki. Dia aslinya seorang Malayan Chinese. Jadi sebagai penghargaan gitu, mereka pilihnya buka di Malaysia. Nah, ini adalah pusat kampus di Xiamen, China. Juga merupakan salah satu 14 kampus yang tercantik di dunia. Okey, sebab kan Xiamen tu pulau, dia hadap ke laut. Jadi pemandangan memang cukup cantik. Okey, lepas tu nanti dah lulus kelas 12 nanti, pasti kalian mau masuk ke universitas yang bagus kan. Jadi pasti searching dulu, wah universitas di Indonesia, di China atau di Malaysia, mana universitas yang bagus. Kalau di China kan besar sekali, ada lebih daripada 2,000 universitas, ranking kita ni ke-9, maksudnya top 10 di China. Ranking dunianya 275. Nah, biasa saya akan tanya, universitas yang paling bagus di Indonesia itu universitas apa? Ya, kebanyakan akan bilangnya, oh mungkin UI ya. Tapi kalau ada yang pernah lihat tak, ranking UI di ranking dunia ni berapa? Okay, yang saya tahu tu di atas 300, jadi ranking kita lebih bagus. Okay, jadi walaupun lulus dari kampus di Malaysia, dapat ijazahnya, sertifikatnya ya, langsung dari Xiamen, China, diakui di seluruh dunia. Dan di seluruh dunia kita ada 280 foreign partner uni. Nah, foto-foto di sebelah kanan itu adalah foto kampus kita di China. Okay, yang paling atas itu adalah pusat kampus di Xiamen sendiri. Kampus kedua di Xiang'an, kampus ketiga di Zhangzhou. Jadi hari ini kita fokus yang kampus keempat iaitu di Malaysia dan juga merupakan universitas swasta yang paling besar di Malaysia sekarang. Ini sebesar 150 hektar ya. Wow, besar. Tapi itu berapa besar? Okay guys, di sini mungkin ada yang main sepak bola, ada yang tidak. Okay, tapi saya pasti semua pernah lihat lapangan sepak bola kan? Jadi kampusnya itu sebesar 75 kali saiz lapangan sepak bola. Okey. Okey, kita lihat fasilitasnya. Yang di sini ini semua tempat tinggalnya atau dipanggilnya dorm atau hostel ya. Semuanya kamar berdua, paling sedikit pun 2 orang, paling banyak pun 2 orang sekamar ya. Okey, dan setiap kamar pun ada kamar mandi sendiri, ada AC-nya dan harganya cuma sekitar 1,1 juta per bulan. Okey. Ada kantinnya di sini juga, bisa makan di sini. Okey, ada satu lagi di sini kantinnya juga. Okey, jadi biaya hidupnya berapa? Tempat tinggalnya termasuk makan 3 kali sehari itu biaya hidupnya sebulan cuma sekitar 3,5 hingga 4 juta cukup. Okey, ada tempat makan, ada tempat tidur, harus ada tempat olahraga juga ya. Di sini ada sport centernya, dalamnya ada swimming pool, gym, indoor basketball court, main pingpong. Okey, di luarnya tennis court, running track, football, semuanya gratis. Okey, kebanyakan universitas akan charge-nya anak-anaknya untuk bayar fasilitasnya, bayar untuk gymnya. Okey, ada wang gedung. Tapi di sini enggak ada, cuma biaya hidup sama biaya kuliah aja. Okey. Yang di tengah ni, 5 gedung utama di depannya ya. Yang di tengah ni perpustakaan. 2 gedung sebelah kiri sama 2 gedung sebelah kanan itu kelas sama labnya. Okay, yang ini coming soon hotel di kampus. Jadi lain kali kita kan juga akan tambah lagi jurusan perhotelan. Ya. Okay. Jadi mau ke, sebenarnya kampus kita itu lebih dekat dengan bandara Kuala Lumpur ya. Tapi kalau mau ke kota, mau ke Menara Kembar, bisa naik kereta aja. Dan itu stasiunnya cuma 1 kilometer dari kampus kita. Dan kita ada shuttle gratis ke sana. Kalau mau ke mall, setiap hari Jumaat, Sabtu, Minggu, kita juga ada shuttle yang gratis ke mall-nya. Okay. Dan kampusnya dimiliki 100% oleh sama Universitas China. Semua jurusannya pakai bahasa English. Kecuali sastra bahasa Mandarin sama Chinese medicine, ya ini harus tahu bahasa Mandarin dulu ya. Harus tes dulu, tes HSK. Itu guide-nya is something like IELTS, tapi itu Chinese version, okay? Jadi kalau ambil sastra bahasa Mandarin harus ada HSK 5, Chinese Medicine itu HSK 4. Okay, lain-lainnya seperti advertising, journalism, jurusan business, teknik, IT, okay, artificial intelligence, semua pakainya IELTS. Full English, IELTS. Biasanya persyaratan IELTS tu antara 5 hingga 5,5. Okay, yang paling tinggi 6. Itu semua satu jurusan aja, itu finance. Okay, and when you study in Malaysia, you are considered as an international student. And I believe, saya percaya kalian juga harap bisa kenal sama anak-anak international lain juga ya. Jadi di kampus kita mempunyai lebih daripada more than 37 nationality, termasuk anak-anaknya dari Korea, dari Jepang, dari Kazakhstan, dari Thailand, Singapura dan sebagainya. Jadi di sini kamu dapatnya pengalaman secara international, ijazah international, teman-teman juga secara international. Okay, dan pertama kali kamu ke Malaysia, ya setelah jadi studentnya XIAMEN ya, kamu pasti ya bingung ya gimana mau ke kampus, arahnya kemana, naik taksi dari mana. Jadi pertama kali kita akan sediakan airport pick up. Jadi kita akan jemputnya kamu dari bandara ke kampus. Okay, lepas tu udah sampai di kampus nanti, kita akan undang untuk masuk ke ni XIAMEN Buddy System. It's like our International Student Association. Jadi mereka akan welcome kalian ke kampus, tunjukkan fasilitas sama bantu sama check-in dan memperkenalkan teman-teman lain di kampus. Okay, ini adalah semua jurusan yang ditawarkan di XIAMEN Malaysia. Semua adalah yang favorite di XIAMEN China. Lepas tu kita bawa ke Malaysia, cuma ganti bahasa pengantarnya ke bahasa English. Okay guys, kalau di Indonesia itu biasanya S1 dia berapa lama? Okay, yang saya tahu tu biasanya 4 tahun ya. Kalau di China sama juga 4 tahun, tapi kemungkinan tambah lagi setahun untuk belajar bahasa, jadi ambil waktu sehingga 5 tahun. Tapi kalau di Malaysia, kalau ambil jurusan yang di sini, yang non-science ya, cuma 3 tahun aja lulus S1. Jadi lebih cepat. Tidak ada tes masuk, tidak perlu foundation. Jadi foundation ini untuk siapa ya? Sebenarnya untuk yang mungkin ada temannya atau adiknya yang ambil Cambridge O level, dia harusnya ambil foundation dulu setahun sebagai persiapan sebelum masuk ke S1. Okay? Alright, jadi kalau ada yang tertarik ke jurusan teknik, kita ada teknik kimia, okay, ada new energy science, ada jurusan IT dan juga adanya artificial intelligence juga. Ini semuanya 4 tahun. Okay? Semuanya termasuknya 1 semester magang di Malaysia ya guys. Jadi kalian dapat pengalaman kerja di Malaysia juga. Alright. Yang paling lama itu Chinese Medicine. Ini kan jadi doktor. Jadi harus praktik lebih lama ya. Jadi totalnya 5 tahun, 4 tahun tu kuliah, 1 tahun tu magang. Okay. Ada yang mau tambah S2, kita adanya Masters in Business Administration, itu tambah lagi setahun 4 bulan. Kalau S2 untuk Chinese Study itu tambah lagi 2 tahun. Okay. Maybe a very brief one. Okay, journalism untuk yang mungkin mau kerja di TV station, radio station, ada reporter, journalist bisa ambil ini. Advertising is more on creative thinking, okay, more on maybe a bit of communication and marketing, okay. Dan advertising ya, industri ini sekarangnya banyak beruntung. Okay, so because a lot of companies, banyak perusahaan kan buatnya promosinya secara online, secara digital. Even this workshop today is all virtual. Okay, so this industry is growing very fast. Okay, ada yang mau jadi dosen atau guru bahasa Mandarin, jadi reporter, translator, bisa ambilnya sastra bahasa Mandarin. Business, kita pisah ke accounting, finance sama international business. Kalau kamu tanya, mana yang paling ramai student, paling favorite itu international business. Okay. Very general, you learn about accounting, finance, economy of China, gimana mau buat bisnes di China, bisa. Okay, kalau accounting tu lebih fokus, more jadi more to becoming an auditor. We have ACCA paper exemption. Kalau mau kerja di bank, investment, share, stock market gitu, bisa ambilnya finance. Okay, mathematics, our mathematics is pure maths ya. Tapi bisa masuk ke actuarial science atau data science. Matematika pun bisa bantu dalam business juga. Why? Because they can generate report, analysis, or even strategic planning. Okay, IT, we have computer science, which focus more on hardware, software, programming. Digital media is more on 3D animation, gaming, web page design. And of course, one more will be artificial intelligence, which is explained by Mr. Chua earlier. Okay, and then for engineering, we have chemical engineering, oil and gas industry, bisa masuk ke teknik kimia. If you're more to reusable energy, solar power, hydraulic power, kipasnya putar-putar jadi elektrik gitu, bisa masuk ke new energy science. And one more will be electrical electronic, it's more on electronics, machines, or maybe aerospace bisa juga. Okay, science major, we have marine, biotech, itu biologi lebih ke laut. You learn about like how the fishes in the ocean can help in medical field, such as omega fish oil, atau mungkin rumput laut atau corals in the ocean can help with cosmetic, okay, but a lot of pollution. So someone needs to protect and save the environment. That's why we have this marine environmental chemistry. Okay, why is our marine major famous? Because kan Xiamen tu kan dia hadap laut ya. Jadi banyak researchnya memang ke hadap laut itu. And then one more will be Chinese medicine. Ini more to acupuncture, therapy, herbalist gitu. Okay. Jadi dosennya dari mana? Lebih daripada 80% dosen kita adalah kelulusan S3, dinamakan doktor atau profesor. Ada yang dari China, dari Malaysia, dari Korea ada juga, Saudi, Australia, campur-campur. Okay. Careernya gimana? Jadi kan udah bilang, setiap jurusannya kan terdapat 1 semester magang di Malaysia pada tahun terakhir ya. Jadi you actually get a lot of experience from there, dan setiap tahun kita akan bikin job fair di kampus. Lepas tu, ini adalah beberapa perusahaan yang partner sama kita. So, some are international companies seperti Deloitte, DHL, Citibank gitu. I have one student from EduBridge actually. Sekarang magangnya di Deloitte, dan biasanya magang di Malaysia itu dibayar lagi oleh perusahaan. Sebulan itu dibayar 3,5 juta oleh perusahaannya. Okay? Kalau udah lulus S1 ya, di Malaysia ya gajinya biasa bisa dapatnya lebih kurang ya, plus minus tu lebih kurang 10 juta. Tergantung perusahaannya. Jadi uangnya lebih banyak untuk diri kamu, untuk keluarga, untuk masa depan. Prospeknya kan lebih bagus. Nah, ini view-nya kampus kita waktu malam. Student kita memang cukup aktif. Kita ada 53 club dan society. Okay, we have basketball club, badminton club, we have swimming, dancing, music club. Jadi kalau ada yang mungkin tertarik belajar bahasa Mandarin, bisa ikuti Chinese Society Club kita. Mereka juga ada beginner kelasnya juga ya gitu. Alright. Okay, akomodasi tadi dari foto yang besar udah tahu lokasi gedungnya di mana. Dalamnya kayak gini. Okay, kamar berdua. Okay, di bawah sini bisa letak baju lagi. Ada kamar mandi di belakangnya. Ada tempat pantry di setiap lantai. Ada kulkas, ada microwave, ada tempat laundry juga. Cuci baju tu 10 kilo cuma sekitar RM13,000 loh. Bawah cuci atas kering. Kering ditambah lagi RM13,000. Okay. Ini fasilitasnya ada Olympic side swimming pool, ada gym. Gymnya buka dari jam 8 pagi hingga setengah 11 malam setiap hari. Okay. Ada kliniknya di kampus juga. Kalau rasa demam, batuk, apa-apa aja ya, bisa ke klinik langsung, jalan kaki aja. Tak usah keluar kampus, tak usah jauh-jauh. Klinik di dalam kampus ada dokternya. Okay. Jalan kaki udah bisa. Okay. Supermarket juga ada di dalam kampus. Kalau ada yang mau beli roti, susu, shampoo, mungkin beli biskut, nabati, teh botol, Korean noodles, apa-apa aja bisa beli dari sana aja. Okay. Jadi mengapa pilihnya kuliah di Xiamen atau di Malaysia? Sebab dari segi budaya, dari segi cuaca, dari segi bahasa kan mirip-mirip. Okay, dan pesawatnya ke Malaysia juga banyak pilihannya ya. Okay, dan tidak terlalu mahal. Dari segi biaya hidup sama biaya kuliah di Malaysia pasti jauh lebih murah daripada kuliah di Australia, Singapura, UK atau Amerika. Dan Malaysia itu kan Commonwealth country. Jadi bisa lulus S1 dalam 3 tahun aja dengan gelaran honors. Okay, ini buat tahu aja ya, fun facts guys. Xiamen itu merupakan kota sendiri di China. Okay, dan dia juga sangat-sangat besar. There are a lot of tourist attraction spots. Okay, dan it's also one of China 5 special economic zone. Jadi kalau mana-mana yang ambil jurusan bisnes yang memang cocok. Dan satu hari kalau mau jalan-jalan ke Xiamen, China, kamu bisa naik pesawat kita juga. Namanya Xiamen Air. Itu sama grup sama Garuda Air on the Sky Team. Okay, you never heard of Jakarta Air. Okay, so we have our own airline in Xiamen. Okay. Okay, kalau mau lihat ya some of our international student photos, okay, atau mungkin mau lihat anak-anaknya yang dari Indonesia ya, bisa ikuti, bisa support ya. Join us on our Instagram di XMUM_international. Okay, sampai sini saya harapnya semuanya jelas. Okay guys, and the last, I'll keep the best for last. Okay, yes, there is the scholarship. Okay, jadi udah tahu tentang Xiamen, udah tahu jurusan ditawarkan. Okay, jadi kita pun harapnya bisa bantu kalian ada kesempatan bisa keluar ke luar negeri. Okay, we do know that due to the pandemic, okay, due to the corona, okay, everyone is affected, especially the economy is very, very bad now. So sebenarnya every year Indonesian students to Xiamen has been increasing. Okay, in terms of the academic, in terms of disciplinary, they're all very good, and we heard a lot of feedbacks that there are still a lot more Indonesian students. They want to get a good education, they want to study abroad, but because of the economy, it stops them. Okay, or they're having some challenges. Jadi kita ingin bantu ya. Jadi ini pertama kali kita tawarkan diskaun langsung. Okay, itu study grant ya. Study grantnya maksudnya diskaun. untuk anak-anak Indonesia sampai lulus. Oke, langsung sampai lulus. Oke, tapi kalau nilainya bagus itu ditambah lagi scholarship. Ini scholarship maksudnya beasiswa. Oke guys, saya ulang lagi, study grant-nya discount. Merit scholarship itu beasiswa. Oke guys, paham? Oke, jadi biasa saya akan tanya, KKM-nya di sekolah berapa? Miss Mariana, biasanya KKM di sekolah berapa ya?
75.
75 ya? Oke, kalau 75, oke guys, bisa lulus dari sekolah, udah bisa masuk ke XIAMEN, langsung dapatnya potongannya 25% sampai lulus. Oke, jurusan IT sama teknik kan 4 tahun. Even artificial intelligence, 4 years. 25% tuh, maksudnya setiap tahunnya potong 25%, langsung udah discountnya setahun, langsung sudah hemat setahun, free. Oke? Tapi kamu bilangnya nilai saya bagus. Saya bisa daftar dari sekarang. Guys, scholarship is limited ya. Oke, memang terbatas. Jadi kalau sama tertarik, harusnya cepat. Oke? Tapi saya belum lulus lagi. Kelas 12 belum selesai lagi. Ijazah belum dapat lagi. Tak apa-apa. Kamu bisa pakai rapot ke 10 sama 11 dulu. Oke? Untuk lognya beasiswa ya. Isi formulir juga. Formulirnya gratis. Nanti dari EduBridge-nya bisa bantu. Oke? Free ya guys. Formulirnya free. Dengan bayarnya sebagian dari uang pendaftarannya. Ada uang pendaftarannya? Ya pasti. Sebab kan first time ada bayaran untuk student visa, untuk insuransinya, untuk application, registration fee. Kamu cuma bayar sebagian dulu. Itu RM1.000. Oke? Lebih kurang 3,5, 3.5, 3.6 ya. Mungkin lebih kurang gitu. Oke. Tapi ada yang bilang, mungkin nilai saya bagus. Ya. Walaupun sekarang masih tunggu kan. Lulus kelas 12 sama ijazah. Tapi kamu yakin nilai saya memang bagus. So far all my results adanya 80 ke atas gitu. Ya 80 ke atas tuh kamu bisa dapatnya 25% diskon, ditambah lagi 25% beasiswa. Jadi jumlah potongnya 50%. Oke? Guys, so automatically kamu udah tahu, setiap tahun kamu udah hemat separuh. Tapi ada yang mungkin nilainya lebih baik lagi, ada 85 ke atas. Itu kamu bisa dapatnya 25% diskon, ditambah lagi 70% beasiswa, itu jumlah potongnya 100%. Jadi kuliahnya gratis, cuma biaya hidup aja. Itu sekitar 3,5 hingga 4 juta per bulan. Guys, tak ada uang gedung, tak ada biaya lagi ya. Selain daripada visa, itu visa memang harusnya renew sekali setahun lah itu. Ya, tapi yang lainnya memang tak ada yang apa tuh ekstra fasilitas, uang gedung tak ada loh. Oke, biaya kuliah itu langsung dipotong semua. Tapi ngapa 85 ada 2 ya? Sebab ini kan ada kotanya. Ini untuk seluruh Indonesia, guys. Jadi kalau udah telat, ya sayang, kamu cuma bisa dapat yang ini aja, 25% diskon, ditambah lagi 50% beasiswa, jumlah potongnya cuma 75% aja. Harus bayar lagi sisanya yang 25% itu. Oke? Jadi, sini pun bingung ya, mengapa ada diskon sama beasiswa, mengapa tidak gabung sekali? Yang diskonnya memang langsung dapat sampai lulus. Tapi yang beasiswa ini harus dipertahankan. Oke, jadi contohnya tahun pertama ya, kita lihatnya kamu udah lulus dari kelas 12, kita lihat nilai kamu bagus, langsung dapat. Tapi tahun kedua, kita lihat nilai kamu di XIAMEN tahun pertama. Kalau nilainya bagus, ya beasiswa yang ini lanjut. Tapi kalau nilainya kurang bagus, ya beasiswanya hilang. Tapi tetap dapat lagi yang 25% diskon itu. Oke guys, so contohnya ya, kamu ambilnya jurusan business, advertising. Cuma 3 tahun kan? First year dapat 100%. Second year mungkin hilang beasiswa, dapatnya 25, tahun ketiga dapat 25. Itu masih kamu udah hemat 150% totalnya. Nah, jadi so long, tahun pertama udah dapat 100%, kamu udah tahu pasti seluruh jurusannya sampai lulus ya, pasti udah hematnya separuh. Of course, kalau nilainya bagus ya bisa lanjut lagi. Tahun sebenarnya kalau ikut yang anak-anak yang masuk 1 tahun dulu ya, 1 tahun kemarin ya, tahun ini kebanyakan bisa renew yang beasiswanya, jadi kebanyakan bisa lanjut lagi beasiswanya. Oke, so memang boleh sampai lulus.
Karena beasiswa berlaku sampai lulus ya, Sike ya?
Yes, bisa. Okay guys, so any questions that you might have, I think this scholarship is very interesting. Please share your any inquiries, please put in your group chat. You can also contact Miss Mariana. Miss Mariana, the contact number is over there on the screen and her background. Okay, all right. So yeah, if you need someone to speak in more local language, Indonesian language, you can always reach out to her. They're very experienced in sending students over. Miss Mariana, tahun ini anak-anak kamu nih semua dapatnya 100% ya?
Iya, mostly.
Mostly.
Hampir semua dapat 100%.
Hampir semua, ya. Jadi memang true story ya. Ya, jadi really students can get it. Okay, so yeah.
Tahun ini kita ada 17 ya, 17 students dari EduBridge ya ke Xiamen.
Betul. Dan most of them got the scholarship.
Yes.
Walaupun mungkin ada yang fikir ya, saya belum tentu lagi mau ke Malaysia, belum tentu lagi mau ke Xiamen, mungkin mau ke sekolah lain, ke negeri lain. Tapi itu belum tentu bisa masuk. Atau bisa masuk itu belum tentu dapat beasiswa. Tapi di sini kamu udah lock, memang kita keep-nya. Terus kamu udah lulus ya langsung.
We got some question here. Ada beberapa pertanyaan. Oke, ini pertanyaan pertama ada untuk mekatronik harus daftar ke III atau MI? For mechatronic engineering.
Mechatronic, okay.
For mechatronic engineering, should they apply to EEE or ME?
I think some of the subjects, the coverage may be a little bit different for mechatronics and EEE, but usually the students that came and inquired with me on mechatronics, they may be interested in EEE as well. So if you need more information or like the subjects that cover on EEE, you can let me know, or you can even get the soft copy from Miss Mariana. So there's some subjects different. I mean, there's some similarity and there's some subjects different, but it depends on your interest on which area. Yeah, but you can go through the subject list and see if this is what you want, because I do have students who wanted mechatronics, but in the end they okay, I think EEE is also quite interesting, and then they came in for EEE.
Okay, I see. Thank you. There's another question. If want to apply for scholarship, is there any requirements?
Okay, for apply for scholarship, only 3 things I need now. First thing, it's your report of year 10 and 11. Okay, we will look at your report from there. Okay, second, isi formularnya. Just fill up the form. The form is free. And third, once you are prepared, make a partial payment. Itu cuma sebagian aja. Okay, just a partial payment from your first payment. Itu.
I see. Thank you. So it's quite simple ya to apply. I mean, yeah.
Very simple. Mungkin ada yang bilang, oh, tapi IELTS-nya belum siap lagi. Ya, tak apa-apa. Kamu ada waktu lagi hingga tahun depan, mungkin sekitar bulan, paling lambat lah bulan Mei ya. Okay, you can, yeah, because kan kamu biasanya kalian akan selesai kelas 12 pun lebih kurang bulan April kan. So maybe after that you can sit for your test. Maybe in May you can actually provide the result. So once okay, we just proceed with your visa application.
Okay. There's a question from Miss Lestari here for Dr. Cho, I think. Is there any implication of AI in medical or education field?
Dr. Cho, you're on mute.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Because just now I talked about the impact, right? One of the impact is about healthcare. We need artificial intelligence to assist the doctor to do some preliminary tests or diagnosis. Because for diagnosis, it will require a lot of knowledge from many experts. Maybe for the patient or maybe user, maybe they hesitated to go to the doctor directly. Then they can seek for maybe using a chatting system to talk to the not human. So then they don't have to worry they may be exposed to any kind of information leak. They can talk to the bot individually about their problem. One of my actually a few of my students are doing this. They use a chatbot to help to do diagnosis before going to the specialist or doctor. So for AI, besides of this, we are actually using AI to help like screening through the X-ray images. That is more on image processing to find out whether the risk of having any kind of a problem or health issue. Even for like blood tests or DNA kind of testing. The other thing about education is we getting more and more, like for example, assistant to also scenario like chatbot. Also, maybe you have some issue about your course study. You want to seek a helper, asking some question about the syllabus, checking about the like maybe some of the problem that already formulated, discussed by the lecturer, they can ask more like Q&A with the sort of this teaching assistant.
Cool.
Something like that.
It
It
means
can be
right
more
now,
advanced. Yeah.
in every field, we need AI right
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because human work task now is very heavy.
Correct.
We need a bot assistant to help us.
Yeah, true. So it is important to study AI, right now, because the
Yes.
demand is, yes.
Yeah, the world is changing, things are improving. Yeah, so AI, it's coming more and more advanced actually. Yeah, even now the car can drive by its own, you know. So maybe in future a lot of things will be autopilot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that dream already like 40 years ago. We want to have a car that can auto cruise.
Oh, okay. All right, so in the group chat, there's also a question about the tuition fee. Yes, guys, it's 24,000.
The application.
Ya, jadi biaya kuliahnya antara 84 hingga 90-an juta. So itu tergantung jurusannya. Dan tadi beasiswa itu memang potong langsung loh, yang biaya kuliah itu. So you should save a lot of money.
25% sudah pasti dapat ya.
Itu
Dari
pasti.
biaya kuliah 25% sudah pasti dapat. Baru nanti ada additional scholarship kan?
Yes, kalau nilai bagus ya memang ditambah lagi.
Ya.
25% itu memang minimal, itu kamu pasti dapat itu. So guys, everyone gets an opportunity now to study abroad. Oke, apa lagi?
Oke, ini ada pertanyaan di mana bisa belajar computer science di Surabaya.
Surabaya.
Oke, nanti ini mungkin nanti ini kita bisa ini aja ya, nanti bisa chat aja ke aku personally, nanti kita coba rekomen beberapa tempat yang di Surabaya. Oke, Bu Christine ya. Oke, ada lagi mungkin kita buka untuk 1 atau 2 pertanyaan lagi. Kalau memang maybe CK, you can share your skin about the tuition fees. Just now maybe you didn't share the tuition fee ya.
Oke. Sebentar ya.
So just now if you're saying the tuition fee is 24,000.
Iya.
24.000 kan, sudah pasti dapat beasiswa 25%, berarti kalau secara rupiah, kalau nilai anaknya kurang bagus atau misalnya pas-pasan aja, berarti per tahun itu bayarnya hanya 63 juta aja. Karena 25% sudah pasti dapat.
Tapi ya, I think at least biasanya lah anak-anak pun bisa dapatnya 80, rata-rata nilainya 80 ke atas kan. Itu udah 50%.
Ya, jadi berarti hanya bayar sekitar 12.000 kali 3.500, berarti hanya 42 juta aja per tahun. Sudah tidak ada biaya lain-lain ya, CK ya. Facility, ya facility free.
Swimming pool free.
Ya, kolam berenang,
Gym free.
Ya.
Makan tak free ya? Makan bayar.
Makan murah. My student say, ya murah sekali ya.
Makan nasi ayam pun sekitar 20.000 cukup.
Ya.
Nasi campur ya bisa ya 20-25.000 cukup lah.
Oke, berarti total living cost di sana sama sudah dengan dormitory sekitar mungkin hanya 1.000 ringgit. Berapa ringgit kalau per bulan?
3,5 hingga 4 juta cukup lah. 1,000 to 1,200 lah.
1,200. Berarti hanya sekitar 3,5 juta sampai 4 juta aja ya biaya hidupnya ya.
Kalau di Jakarta bisa ya?
Nggak bisa.
Tak bisa ya. Jadi lebih murah ya kalau di XIAMEN ya.
Di Jakarta nggak bisa.
Oh.
Oke.
Kadang-kadang pesawatnya ke Jakarta, ke Malaysia pun sekitar gitu kan. Mungkin 1 juta,
ya.
1 juta lebih gitu ya.
2 juta lah, about 2 juta PP.
2 juta PP lah, itu PP. Kadang-kadang bisa naik Garuda juga ya atau Asia.
Yeah, ini we have another question. Okay, what is the difference between AI and robotical engineering? Is it the same thing or there's some small difference?
Okay, maybe I'll pass this to Dr. Chua. Could you access on this?
It's very different. Robotic is a different domain in EE actually. We actually combine EE and AI. Robotic is more like the hardware. AI is the software. Yes. AI is more like the brain to power up the robot. So there are a lot of things in robotic actually, like the motion, the mechanical, some of the logics inside there, like circuit, mechanical. That one is in EE. However, AI is to power up the brain. Like the demo about the Pepper, the now by SoftBank, right? They started from robotic, but then they insert, they embed the brain, the AI inside. So then the robot started to understand human, interpret what we talk to them, show them. That is the AI part. So it's actually quite different.
Okay. Okay.
But for AI course, right, we have some maybe one subject about robotic.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, not major.
Okay, thank you Dr. Chua. Mungkin kita tutup aja untuk sesi hari ini karena waktu juga udah menunjukkan udah lewat ya actually. Thank you so much. Terima kasih semuanya yang sudah hadir di sini. Mungkin sebagai penutup nanti kita juga bisa nonton video XIAMEN lagi. Today I want to thank Dr. Chua personally for a very good presentation just now about AI, and then also for Mr. CK Wong for your presentation about the XIAMEN University in Malaysia. Oke guys, kalau memang kalian semua ada pertanyaan nanti bisa hubungin kami EduBridge, partner resmi dari XIAMEN University Malaysia. Untuk yang di Semarang juga bisa hubungin Pak Vincent yang nomornya tadi juga udah ada di chat ya guys. Oke, CK, you may play your video as we wrap up all this seminar today. Oh, special thanks juga untuk Pak Anton dari Wardaya College yang udah menjadi organizer untuk acara ini.
Thank you so much, Ibu Mariana, Dr. Chua, sama Mr. Wong ya.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for hosting.
Informasinya bermanfaat ya Bapak Ibu dan siswa-siswi sekalian ya. Oke.
Okay, thank you. CK, you may play your video for the closing.
The video just now, yeah?
Yes, thank you.